Welcome back everyone to another Train Sim World 2 video. I know it's obviously Bus Simulator today, but I thought I'd get this one in, as this is probably going to be of much more importance. But this is a tutorial on how to use LZB on kind of the S-Bahn services. I mean, it's Augsburg, as in the streams there were quite a few people being like, hang on a minute, what's going on with the LZB? I thought it was completely driverless. Well, with the S-Bahn ones, it's not completely driverless. You still have to do quite a bit. So we're gonna get in the train. I'm actually gonna put the fuse on. We'll have HUD off, and we're gonna turn on PZB as well. So you turn that on, LZB. You can hear the buzz, which means it's on now. And you'll see on the HUD next to speedometer, we'll have like a U and an 85. That's to do with the LZB. But anyway, you'll also see a little red bug. You see it right there on the speedometer. That is the speed LZB wants us to go at, and this is the bar telling us when the next kind of speed drop is, or even the next station. But we'll see it all in action in a second. So obviously at the moment it says about, what's that, 2,200 meters until something's ahead. I think that is actually the next speed limit, I think. Or actually no, maybe even when LZB ends. Not sure. No, still not completely sure myself, but I thought I'd put this video together. So we're going to turn the HUD off. You can even see on the speedometer you get the little kind of blue marker. That's just telling you the speed LZB wants you to go at. So we're going to turn that off and get the doors locked. As LZB is on, we don't have to clear PZB or anything like that until past Munich pazing, when it does come on. So we're going to apply some power. And what you want to do is try and match your speed with that red dot on the speedometer you see there. So it's 60 at the moment, now it's gone up to 80. And obviously if you have a train ahead of you and red light and whatever, it will kind of slowly creep down and you'll get a little G on the display. Alright, so there we go, we're going up to 80. There we go. And it's not too far along to the next station, so we'll take the service as far as Munich pazing. Which is only about 10 minutes long, it's not far. We're coming into Munich-Augsburg. Yeah, so you can tell PZB is not on properly at the moment, because you can see kind of on the dash, you can see the 55, the 70 and 85. None of those lights are illuminated, so at the moment PZB is not on. But you can see to the right, near the kind of end towards the right of the display, you'll see obviously the B and what's that, U illuminated. That is telling me LZB is active at this moment in time. Right, this is Munich-Augsburg. I'll see you all once I have loaded up and ready to go. Right, so the doors are now shut, so we can now continue with our journey. You can see the 4,000 meter marks come. I'm pretty sure that is telling me when LZB will end, as it's not actually too long until LZB does turn off. But we're still, the speed limit's still 80, and once the back of the train passes this 10 marker, obviously times it by 10, so the speed is 100, you'll see the little red dot kind of go up. Should do it once we get past this kind of signal coming up now. Just see that shoot up, there we go, you see that shooting up to 100 now. The next station will be Munich-Augsburg, I believe this one is. And you can see, no, you can actually see on the bar now, it says a 90. Well, on my speedometer at the bottom it says a 90 on there. That is the next speed limit, 90, and that will be happening in about 2,000 meters. That will go down to 90. Coming into Munich Lane. So the LZB won't actually bring the speed down, tell you when to stop for the station. You still need to do that. It's mostly just for red lights and all that, where it will tell you when to bring down your speed. I'm bringing that down. Here we are. Right to the end. We are a few minutes late as well, because setting up on all that. Right, I'll see you all when we are ready to go. Right, so we are off again now. Obviously the 90 limit will come into effect in about 2,000 meters. So not actually, well, not far. It's just for Munich pazing, I believe. It does go down, but that's also where LZB ends. Yeah, so basically, if you are watching it, if you are watching this far, put, I don't know, ice in the chat, as some kind of ice is down there. But just basically copy what I'm doing, and you'll be alright, really. So just want to follow the kind of red dot, what that's doing. And I'll tell you how to shut off LZB once we get towards Munich-Pasing, where it does turn itself off. And sorry for the FPS drops there, we've got obviously another service coming in here. But I do still acknowledge the warning boards for obviously speed limits, as I haven't tried else yet. So I do still acknowledge the warning boards. See the 9 coming up here, acknowledge that by pressing circle. Here we are coming into the next station now, which I believe it is Munich-Augsburg. And after this station the LZB then switches off. I'll show you what to do then. Yeah, you can see the 90 comes into effect, I believe, actually when the LZB actually ends, I believe. They're basically about the same time. Right, here at Munich-Augsburg. I'll see you all when we are ready to depart. Right, so the doors are now shut. Let's get some throttle on. We'll also acknowledge that the 9 there, which is for the 90. Yeah, so I think the LZB and the 90 actually come into effect at basically the same time. But you can see obviously on the speedometer, it does say the next speed limit is 90. And in a second you will see the end lamp, which you can see kind of next to the B at the moment. You'll see that kind of illuminate, and you'll have like a buzz. And what you want to do is on your keyboard press end, or if you're using controller, go to PZB release, which is one of those two there. It should be fairly shortly now. There you go. That you see the things come up. What you want to do, press end. There you go. Does that. There's the 90 there. Lovely. And then LZB is not actually off yet. It's kind of the transition period, if you want to call it that, between LZB and PZB. That will be going off in a second. Well, you'll actually see it go up to 100, and you'll see the speedometer probably change as well. There you go, you can see 100 now. So we can now go up to 100, I believe it even goes up to 110 or 120 as well, soon after. No, it's not too far along to Munich-Pasing now. So LZB should shut off any second now. Somewhere along here, right, you can see the little needle's gone up to 110 now. So we're going up to 110. Almost waiting for LZB to shut itself off, and then we'll be on to PZB. And then you'll see the 85 lamp illuminate. There you go. So that's now gone off. You can see the bug's kind of gone away now. And you can see the 85 lamp has now been illuminated. And we are now coming into Munich-Pasing. And we have got a single yellow here, so you do want to bring the speed down below 85 within 23 seconds, and obviously acknowledge that, and get ready for the 500 Hz magnet. It should be at the end of the platform. There's the 1000 Hz one, and you'll get a 500 Hz magnet in a minute, and you want to be down to about 20 or so before the red light. There you go, we've got 500 Hz now, so we want to bring that down now, the speed, so just below 25, that will do. Yes, if you are new to PZB and LZB, hopefully this has helped a little bit, as it might have been a bit confusing me explaining it and all that, but I suppose if you're watching what I was doing at the right time, then you'll be just fine. Anyway, this is Munich-Pasing, and that does conclude today's kind of simple tutorial. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. If you are watching this, I'll put red in the comments. Obviously now, say if you were to continue, you would be restricted to 25 until you pass that signal, which hopefully would have gone green by then. And then the 500 Hz magnet will go away, and then if you press end on your keyboard or PZB release, which is down here, you'll then be able to go back up to line speed. But that is it, everyone. Thanks all for coming in. Hopefully this has helped out a little bit, and I hopefully will see you in the next one. Bye everyone, and take care.